I think people just use music as a way to get out of their day-to-day lives and either access emotions that they couldn't without music or enhance emotions. For me, has always made me feel fulfilled in some way. It really just comes down to it feels good to write these thoughts down on paper. When I'm writing lyrics, I recently had a bad day and I just wrote the experience down. It just felt good to get it out. It's like journaling. And then writing a song, it's like, it's just in the melodies. It just feels good to create something out of nothing. And like, it just to create something. Like, it just feels right. Probably has to be on this old organ that was passed down from my grandparents to my parents. And so we just had it, this big clunky organ in our living room when I was a kid. And we had this huge music book, and the keys on the organ had the letters, and the music book had the letters written into the notes. So I knew how to match them up, and that's when I first really experienced trying to play music. I feel like I'm a product of everything I've ever heard or listened to. Because even if I don't feel like I've gotten inspiration from something, it's definitely there, and I'll write something that was definitely stolen by accident. And I'm like, this sounds really familiar. And then I'll end up finding it somehow. I'll find the original song, and I'm like, I think that I took this song. But yeah, the inspiration kind of just comes from anywhere. I think I always come back to like Indian alternative rock or like sad folk music. If it's sad, usually that's where I come back to. I like melancholic music because I guess the melodies that they write. Like in sad music, the melodies are so pretty, and I like a pretty melody. And I like music with good lyrics. I like a good story. But I go through phases. I try to get myself out of my sad folk phase, which I have a lot. So I started listening to some surf rock and got more into happy music. But that was a fun phase, great for bike riding, listening to albums. And then some jazz recently. Tried learning some Cole Porter on the piano. He's got some great lyrics. I love Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald. And then more recently, like some punk music. I want to keep writing and making records and releasing songs, and I just always hope that, as much as it's a selfish thing for me to want to make music, like I just love it, I also want people to like it, and I want them to feel something from it. I want to make people feel like music and art has always made me feel, kind of like music it forward. Probably the same thing a lot of people would say is self-doubt. You kind of choose to do something that not a lot of people think is like the correct path. And just being an artist in general, it doesn't always pay right away, and it pays more in like the fact that it feels right, and it's definitely the right thing to do for you, and you know that it's what you need to do and what your calling is. But it can definitely be hard, especially you know, when times are tough globally. One of the best compliments I ever had was I had just finished a set where I was playing my own songs, and somebody said, "That was so genuine. Like, I can tell you're being genuine." And that was one of the coolest things for me, just to know that somebody that got it and felt it. So, yeah. Well, I'd have to answer you in a song. That's such a hard question. It's the birds and the bees. It's the wind in the leaves of the trees up above. It's all around. It's what makes the world spin and turn around. Music, man. I feel like it could almost be anything. Any sounds you hear, it's really just like your perspective on life. I couldn't imagine what other roads I would have taken if it weren't for like the direction that music has brought me. And like I said, like a spiritual experience, anytime I've gone to a show or played a show, or in a recording session, writing session, just jamming with friends casually, it always feels nice. It always feels like another presence in the room, like it's us and music. Like music's a greater than us, and sort of just always filled me and made me feel complete.